Tallow Oil has indicated that it hopes to commence exporting oil from its new well drillings from the third quarter of this year. Now, the oil exploration firm this year started drilling on these wells, a move that is expected to improve total production from the field and help turn around its dwindling fortunes. Wasam Al-Montiti is Managing Director of Tallow Oil.
Since the failure in 2015, we commissioned, alongside our partners in the government of Ghana, the Jubilee Turret Restoration Project, a one-of-a-kind, highly technically complex project that took almost 5 years to complete. And last year, we were able to call that project complete and, as they say, draw a line under what was a challenging period, but very much opened the door to a fantastic future for stable, reliable production on Jubilee. And 2020 was a really good example of the ability to deliver safe, reliable, predictable production and revenues for the country.
What would this mean for your operations going forward, looking at how the turret bearing challenge impacted on production badly? You know, it couldn't predict, and sometimes you were forced to do emergency shutdowns and all the rest. Now that you've brought that work or that challenge to a close, what would this mean to your production and exploration activities going forward?
Completing the turret restoration project allows, alongside other things, is the opening of the door to a future investment program on Jubilee and 10 here in Ghana. And we're very excited about that. We've communicated plans around it, and I can tell you a lot more about our future plans in Ghana if that's something you'd like.
How are things going with this drilling works, and when are you hoping that it could be ready for export of commercial oil from these new wells?
Yeah, so the drilling program and the drilling campaign is a core part of the Ghana Value Maximization Plan, the 10-year program targeting $4.4 billion worth of investment. That's really underpinned by the fact that only about 13%, we believe, of the reserves in Jubilee and 10 have already been produced. Only 1/3. So there's a lot of oil and gas to play for. We have our eyes set on over 550 million barrels of oil available to be produced, which is discovered, and this investment's targets getting that oil and gas out of the ground. You mentioned the first well. The drilling on that is ongoing now. It's part of a 50-well drilling program over the next 10 years, which will also bring in additional infrastructure investment. So all that is very exciting, but it all starts with the first well. So based on current plans, we should see first oil from the first well sometime in the latter part of July of this year. And then soon after, subsequent wells. The program in 2021 has 4 wells as part of it. And roughly speaking, that'll be the 4 to 5 well average will be the annual average of new wells coming online as part of the drilling within the value maximization plan for Tullow, Ghana.
So, Mohammed, I mean, what would this mean for the whole production target and even your fortunes as well? Had a little bit of a dip on you with these new wells coming on board, and I'm just hearing from you that so far you've been just 13% of the deposit. I mean, there's a lot there. What would this mean for your fortunes going forward? And do you think that it is time to also drill very fast so that you can get more oil whilst the prices are going up on the international market to make some good gains on your bottom line?
Well, George, the lack of consistent drilling over the history has been notable on Jubilee and 10. There's been lots of reasons for it, but the bigger benefit it offers, it gives us a good line of sight and a forward runway on future drilling, being a significant unlocker of value. So our program for drilling going forward emphasizes speed, emphasizes safety and reliability and simplicity. Those are the 3 tenets of the drilling program. We intend to drill those 50 wells as safe and reliably as possible, and also within top-tier benchmarks. So the 4 to 5 well average would be a significant achievement. These are long, expensive, complex, deep water wells. Our focus is to improve, and our intent to drill 4 to 5 wells a year really meets that aspiration of being a top-tier driller, and then importantly bringing those wells online into the FPSOs.
Mm-hmm. Do you see so much pressure on you as one of the significant players in the group, looking at what has happened to you over the years, that you might have to be racing against time to contribute more to help turn around the fortunes of the group?
Well, I think we feel a lot of responsibility, George. It's more responsibility that we feel, because we know we've been entrusted with the resources of the country here in Ghana. We know that there's a lot of them, which is a good problem to solve, but at the same time, we have to be responsible in being a safe, reliable operator, and one that carries the right environmental and government relations stewardship with it. So that's our focus, to be perfectly honest with you. We've learned the lessons of the past. That's very important, but we want to take that forward to success going forward.
Meanwhile, Tallow Oil, together with partners, have invested over $19 billion on the Jubilee field in terms of infrastructure projects and $6 billion in terms of direct revenue to government.